Old school. No, you know, a jersey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. I'm just excited to be here, get back with my teammates. Fans are excited. We're all excited. It's just happy to be here, you know. It's going to be a great season.
Hey, what do you think of the Guardian caps that you're wearing?
I mean, I think you know what I think of the Guardian caps we're wearing.
They're mandated, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But not in the games. So let's keep you safe sometimes. You know? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, yeah, you feel like a bobblehead, like you're going to fall over. I'll probably get fined for this. This is great. You guys are just screwing me to start out the whole year. This is great. There's 15 grand gone.
Do you notice a difference having it on your helmet? Is it heavy?
Does it look like there's a difference? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, after a while you get used to it. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, there is a difference. This is great. I'm screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. Roger's going to call me in like 5 minutes.
I guess, J.J., how does it feel to be in another camp?
Well, you know, camp feels great. It feels great to be in training camp, you know, day 2, you know. Just excited to be back with the guys, excited to be playing ball. Coaches are excited. I seriously am. I mean, it's all cliche, but it's the truth. I'm happy to be here. It's feel great. And looking forward to getting the fans back out on Saturday. That'll be really nice.
You made it past day 1 last year, right? One more day than you were at camp last year with the injury. How much do you think being at full camp will help you leading into the season?
Yeah, it'll be great. It's going to be great. I mean, I'm going to have off days here and there. We're taking it really smart. I won't be practicing tomorrow, so don't freak out. But it's going to be good. We got a great plan. We've had a great off season, and I love camp. I mean, from a work standpoint, from what you can accomplish from working on your game, working on your craft, it really is the best time of the year to make yourself better as a player because you're working every single day. You have tons of film to watch every day to improve on, and then immediately the next day you get to go out there and fix the mistakes. And you also get to talk to the O-line and talk to the tight ends and the quarterbacks about, you know, what did you see when you blocked me on this play, or I saw this. What do you think if I tried that? It really is the best time if you utilize it properly to improve yourself as a player.
You've been covered a lot of times in terms of how you kind of mentoring some of these younger guys. Has that always been kind of your personality, or is that something that has kind of developed for you as your career's gone on?
It's definitely developed over time. It has not. I'm admittedly, it wasn't always that way. I mean, early in your career, you're definitely, at least for me, you know, you're trying to just make the team and be the best player you can be, and then improve yourself, but and contribute. But then and you also don't want to be an asshole either. You know, you're like, if you're like in your second year and you're trying to teach other guys stuff, you're like, all right, hold on a second. So as I got older and as you start to understand and learn that these guys, a lot of these guys are craving that knowledge. They want to know what you know. They want to know what you've experienced. They want to hear how you can make them better. And if I can help them learn from mistakes that I've made so they don't have to make them, and if I can give them knowledge so that they can skip 2 or 3 steps ahead in their progression, I'm absolutely going to do it because it's going to make us all better.
Does it feel like 12 years or going into year 12 for you?
No, it really doesn't. Not at all. But it's a blast. I mean, it's so much fun. I was thinking yesterday when I was coming into the stadium just how there is no job in the world like it. I mean, I'm fortunate. I'm in the best job in the world. I get to come with 90 of my best buddies every day and practice football. I mean, what more could you want? Then after practice, you get to go and watch the film, improve yourself, get in the weight room. It's awesome. It's the best job.
How good has it been through the off season and now in camp early? Yes, but having things back to normal and not having to deal with all we know that COVID and all that the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's great to have everything back to normal. Workouts, meetings, everything, you know, just not having to think about all that extra little stuff. It's very nice.
What are your thoughts on the team deciding they want to play Isaiah Simmons almost everywhere?
I think whatever is going to make him the most effective for our team and however we can utilize him the best is what we need to do. I mean, we have obviously 2 first-round pick linebackers in the last couple of years, and we want those guys to contribute in whatever way they can. They're extremely talented athletes, and we want to find the best way to utilize them so that we can get the most out of them. And I think that wherever that is what we want.
Does he remind you of anybody you played against or watched over the years?
No, I think he's a unique individual, and I think he has a unique skill set that can be utilized in different ways. And I think that trying to unlock that and trying to find what that best way to serve our team is what we're doing right now. And I think that I trust VJ and everybody to find that right spot.
I know you have some strong feelings on the helmet thing, but do you understand why they want to institute something like that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I mean, I may have worn no Guardian cap for 12 years, but I'm not that dumb. All right. Yeah. I mean, of course I know. I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into this because I've already got 20 grand down. I mean, we're looking at 50 as the next one, and then probably like a 4-game suspensions after that. So, Guardian caps are great. Love them. It's a great addition. We should wear them all the time. We got a couple guys that might need to wear them just like walking around.
Cliff mentioned yesterday that I guess 3 or 4 guys can possibly call this defense. Jalen Thompson was telling us he wore one of those mics in his ear. Would you like to wear one of those things in your ear and call the defense?
No, absolutely not. I have done that. We tried that experiment one time in Houston, and I almost passed out. There is a lot. I've always said this my whole career. The amount of respect that I have for the guy, whoever it is, most of the time it's a Mike linebacker wearing a green dot, to be able to run down and play, cover, pass 20, 40 yards down the field, get back to the huddle, listen to this guy screaming in your ear for 15 seconds, and then try and relay it to us, and then have all of us morons be like, what was the call? What was the call? What was the call? I would kill a human. There's no doubt. So, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to survive out there.
What do you make of what the Bucs and the Rams did, winning Super Bowls on their home turf back-to-back years, and it's never happened? And some of your guys are saying, hey, that should be our goal, it better be our goal, what it's here for. Some guys don't want to talk about it. Where do you stand on that whole thing?
I think it's like one of those great TikTok trends. I'd like to copy it. It'd be great. They started a beautiful trend, and I think we should try and keep it going. Who says they don't want to do that? Who said that?
I just don't think they want to start saying we're Super Bowl contenders,
Oh, well, there's a difference between saying what you want to do and gloating. Anybody, if anybody comes to you in this press conference and says that they don't want to finish the season in this building on February 14th, text me. You don't have my number, text Mark. Mark will text me. I'm not going to give you my number.
JJ, this is year 4 for Cliff here.
This is fun. Miss you guys.
This is year 4 for Cliff here. Obviously, you haven't known him that long. But what was your perception of Cliff, like before you met him, coming in here, and what have you learned about him since meeting him?
I've only known about Cliff from the players that I've heard play for him in the past. I know obviously Pat played for him at Texas Tech. I know a couple guys that have played for him here, and everybody always says the same thing. He's a smart guy who's also a player's coach who's going to he's brilliant from an offensive perspective, and he's also great at managing the team and handling the team. And I think Cliff does a really good job of not micromanaging. I think that he understands that he's hired some great coaches to do their jobs as well. And so everybody has their roles and has their jobs, and he trusts everyone to do their job. But then when he needs to step in, he steps in. But he's awesome. He's great to play for. He makes you want to do everything the right way because he does put a lot of trust into the players. So when a coach does that, I believe that you want to reward that by giving every single thing that you've got to show that he can trust you. And I think that we've got guys that do that.
He said on Tuesday that he wants to show more of his authentic self, kind of open up more than he has in the past 2 years. Have you noticed that at all?
Is that like his shirtless self on the beach, or? I don't know. That was a too easy joke. That was low-hanging fruit. No, I think one of the things that I definitely saw last year was in the Tennessee game, the first game of the year. On the sidelines, he's a different cat than he is other times. Like he gets fired up, and maybe you guys will catch that on Hard Knocks. Who knows? But he has much more aggression on the sideline than I knew he had, and that was pretty badass to see, especially from a guy who is always even keel, who's always. But when you see your coach kind of barking at the other sideline, we got your back. Don't worry.
What have you learned about trying to avoid injuries over 12 NFL seasons?
Not that successful recently. Got to get better at it. I've learned. I think, trust me, every single year I'm constantly trying to avoid that issue. Obviously, I mean that's the number one goal. But it's adjusting your training. It's figuring out your methods. It's changing everything, but not changing so much that you lose who you are and what you do. So I think that this offseason with Buddy down here, we were very, very proactive in that aspect, and we did a great job. He's a brilliant man, and he put together a great program for us, and it was very smart, but also very aggressive, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping it pays dividends.
Jalen was saying yesterday that there's a feeling of unfinished business and that the vibe's a little different when it comes to the competitive culture going in camp this year. Is that your impression as well?
I mean, I think there's no questioning that we have unfinished business. I mean, the way that we ended the year is unacceptable, embarrassing. I mean, we've said it 100 times. So anytime that's the way you finish a year, I would hope you have unfinished business, and yeah, we have business to tend to.
JJ, you know you have a good relationship with Zach. Are there any other defensive linemen, especially younger ones, you enjoy working with?
I mean, I enjoy our group as a whole, really. I do think we have a great group of guys who work extremely hard, who are always eager to get out there and learn and work and put in the time and put in the effort, but also just enjoy hanging out with them off the field, too. Like, they're just a good crew. I mean, really, I do like our room a lot, and I think Burke's been a great addition to our room. He's been a lot of fun, and I really like what he's bringing from a mentality standpoint, from how he has a very clear vision for how he wants us to play and the aggressiveness he wants us to play with, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to execute.
Have you and Ertz been able to put the donut thing behind you and move forward?
Guy's an asshole, man. Try to tell me that there's no strawberry frosted donuts at the store. He tried to tell me that. What kind of donut shop have you ever been to that doesn't have a strawberry frosted? But we have put it past us. We had it. He was. I was working with Buddy from January on, and Ertz joined us in probably, I don't know, maybe late February, beginning of March, and he's literally been my workout partner every single day since then until now, and it's been great. I mean, it's been great to work with a guy like that, to hold each other accountable, to bounce ideas off each other, to do our recovery days, and to talk nutrition, and just to talk football. I mean, to talk his Eagles days and talk my days and talk how we can help make this team the best it can possibly be from a leadership standpoint, from a day-to-day standpoint, what we think of everything here. It's cool to have an offensive and a defensive perspective speaking every day, and he's a great player. He's had a really, really good offseason. I mean, I've had a front row seat to it every single day. I think he's had a great offseason, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he plays this season, and his golf game is trash. So.
Is it strange you guys didn't really know each other that well, even though your wives played together for a while, and you guys are football players, or maybe you're passively football naturally?
Maybe a little bit. Our wives didn't play together for that long, so we didn't have a chance to cross paths that closely at the end. But I mean, we're very happy that we do now. Now we live like 2 blocks from each other. He's having a baby this month. I'm having a baby in like 2 or 3 months. So we're gonna build one hell of a football team here in about 14, 15 years.